Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 2. Our topic is injury scar, the long-term mental impact of childhood trauma. I'm Wafia. They are Patrick, Annie, Kokolo, Iris, Jamie, Joy, and Danny. Next, these are our contents. So next, Patrick will give you an introduction.
Have you ever heard about childhood trauma? No. Childhood trauma refers to a significant and often overwhelming experience that a child goes through, which threatens their physical and emotional well-being. And this can come from various situations, like physical, emotional, or even sexual abuse. And how about the impact from trauma? Childhood trauma can deeply impact a child's development, behavior, relationships, and mental health. Traumatic events can make the child feel scared, unsafe, and helpless. This experience can change how a child's brain grows, affecting their emotion, self-esteem, and trust in others. And without the right support, unresolved trauma may lead to the long-term problem like anxiety, depressions, post-traumatic stress disorder, or also called PTSD, and also physical health issue. So the next part will be Annie.
Childhood trauma is more common than many people think. Many adults remember at least one scary experience when they were kids. This shows that a lot of people affected by trauma, which can lead to their problems later in life. Research tells us that kids who go through trauma are more likely to struggle with issues like anxiety, depression, or even post-traumatic stress disorder when they grow up. That's why it's really important to understand how trauma impacts people. We also know that helping kids early can really help them. If we provide support like counseling or therapy to the children who have experienced trauma, we can reduce their chances of having mental health problems as adults. So, our research focuses on both effects of childhood trauma and the need for early help to support kids and improve their future well-being. So, Iris, what exactly do you think about the early long-term effects of childhood trauma? Can you share our hypotheses?
I'm going to share about a little bit about our hypothesis. Our hypothesis is that childhood trauma has a significant impact on mental health problems later in life. Have you ever wondered why some people still have problems like anxiety and depression as adults, or could it be connected to what happened during their childhood? So we believe that people who experience trauma in their childhood are more likely to have problems with their emotions and also building healthy relationships. So just think about it for a moment, like how easy is it to trust and connect with other people when you have been hurt before, right? And I think the early experiences is to long-lasting mental health problems like anxiety and depression. So have you seen someone close to you that's faced the challenges, and do you think their past could actually be troubles? And by research has shown a strong link between negative experiences in childhood and mental health issues that people face as adults. So I think by this understand this connection, so we can take important steps to support mental health and help individuals to overcome the challenges that protect their early experiences. So now I will hand it over to Cobra who will talk about methodology.
Our research focuses on the impact of childhood trauma on using secondary research. Each member will collect 8 to 10 sources on this topic. We will then conduct qualitative research to focus on experiences and emotion. And next, we will perform a meta-analysis to statistically summarize the findings of both studies and identify overall trends. Finally, we will summarize the key insights to better understand how childhood trauma affects mental health, and then what have we discovered from the study review. Wafia will highlight the main findings.
Okay, according to our study reviews, there are 4 common findings connecting with our topic. The first one is effects of childhood trauma. Childhood trauma can lead to depression, anxiety, PTSD, and substance abuse in adulthood. It also affects emotions, relationships, and may lead to crime or mental health problems. The second one is social factors and support access. The lower income and marginalized groups face more ACEs and less access to care. It stresses the need for fair mental health support. The third one is early support and therapy. Early help prevents long-term harm. Appropriate therapies can reduce ACE impacts, build resilience, and promote healthy coping. The last one is spreading awareness. Raising awareness about ACEs can prevent trauma and its long-term effects by promoting knowledge across all levels of the society. So to sum up, the studies we collected all show that early prevention, support, and awareness are crucial to preventing childhood trauma and can build resilience. So here, after these findings, we set 3 main goals. Jenny, can you show our discussion?
Okay, first, preventing teenagers and children from committing a crime or suffering from mental disease in their adulthood. Preventing crime and mental illness in children requires study support through strong family relationship, education, and mental health care to foster healthy development. Second, advocating for identifying ACEs and childhood trauma is crucial, as these experiences can impact lifelong mental health and physical health. Early identification helps provide support and intervention to break the cycle of harm and promote healing. The last one, behavior that may cause ACEs include abuse, domestic violence, and substance abuse in the home. And behaviors resulting from ACEs include anxiety, difficulty trusting others, and self-destructive tendencies. And with this point in mind, what steps can we create change? In following, Joy will display our action plan.
And as our short-term action plan, we collected the most important information and created the brochure, including its meaning, types, long-term impacts, and treatments. And also we provided translations in 5 languages: Thai, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, and English. Based on the different versions, people will see the local treatment in other countries. And our goal is to raise the awareness of childhood trauma. So, among both Taiwanese and our international friends. And therefore, to find out how many people are aware of this issue, we combined the brochure and a survey to assess public knowledge. And as we can see, the results show that about 25% people had heard of childhood trauma but knew little, and about 6% people knew nothing about it. And after they reviewed the brochure, people who have basic knowledge increased from 36% to 67%. So what can we do to improve people in our long-term impact, in our long-term action plan?
Thank you, Joy. So besides our short-term action plan, we also came up with 2 long-term action plans, which are conducting peer support program and organizing community support workshop. And so by doing the action, we aim to create a safer and healthier future for our well-being, and also help more people acknowledge the effects of childhood trauma. So in conclusion, our research showed that childhood trauma can seriously affect our mental or even physical health. Throughout our study reviews and discussion, we see that early intervention education are essential to prevent the long-term effect of childhood trauma. So this is our references. And so thank you for your listening, and we hope that our research and presentation today has been helpful to all of you. Thank you.
Any questions?
Thank you. Very interesting presentation. It's very important, especially for Taiwan now, since birth rate is declining, and every child is now important for the country. So you mentioned several reasons for childhood trauma. Different forms of abuse are common ones that we saw. That's quite interesting. I was just curious, did you find any data about the composition of the families? Maybe you haven't, but you will tell me. For example, is it more common to observe childhood trauma in single-parent families, or is it not more common? Is it equally common? Did you find anything about that? If it is, maybe you could suggest something as policy. If you were, let's say, policymakers, what could the country do about that? If, for example, I don't know what you will tell me, but if, for example, single-parent families face childhood trauma more frequently, what are the suggestions to deal with these? Does it mean that in kindergartens, kids with single-parent, kids from single-parent families might receive more attention, or something else you suggest?
Thank you for your question. We don't have like any data, but I want to share our opinion. That we think that this childhood trauma not only single families, but from full family who has their mom and father, they also can have a childhood trauma, because this I think depends on the family, not only single families. For example, even they have parents, for example, even they have parents in the child, and so my answer is not only single parents, but from full family also they can get childhood trauma. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good presentation.